Good morning. So I'm here. I'm actually doing my hair right now, but I wanted to come and make my video so I can be consistent. Um, so I have somewhere I have to go to, and I wanted to make sure that um, my hair was done. And I don't really have a lot of time. So I just got this Passion Twist boho style 10 inches, and I'm just crocheting it into my hair. So I still have like halfway to go because this is only like half of the hair that I brought, and I want to make it more fuller. So I still have like a lot more to add in. Maybe I'll do a quick like midweek video so I can show like the final look of it. But so how have I been doing with my goals? This week was a little bit harder. I Most days I was able to at least start my third bottle. That was my goal, was to do 3 bottles this week. Um, one day I actually did get to 4, so I'm realizing or learning that I really do have to like maybe set a time by when I should be starting or filling up that bottle, because I that one day I did do that, and it really helped. Another thing I did this week was I printed out a monthly water intake kind of thing, and so I don't have it near me, but basically it just has 8 bottles on it, and then I color it in based on like how many bottles I finish. So 2 cups on the paper equals 1 bottle. So my goal was to drink, there's 8, and my goal was to drink 4. So each time I finish a bottle, I color in 2. And that actually did help because it made me, like, I literally just started it like maybe midweek. So what it did for me was that I'm like, I think that day that I did complete it, I was like, oh, I want to finish the row. So it kind of just encouraged me to. And then yesterday was really hard because I was only at 2 bottles, and it was like 8 o'clock. And so it was like getting close to 8 o'clock. And so I saw the image, and it just reminded me like, hey, you want to at least, get another bottle in. So I did fill it up. I probably drank half of it. One thing I noticed is that it's a lot easier for me to drink the water if it's warm versus being cold. Sometimes I do like cold water, but not really all the time. Especially maybe because it's winter right now, so I prefer the colder water. So I know last time I talked about like my acne and how it was a little bit better this week. I meant last week, leading up to my period, and so it's still not as bad. I did notice that like right here I was like getting a little oily, but I also struggled a little bit this week to like stay consistent. So um like I said, most days I got the 3 bottles, um like at least started it. Sometimes I didn't finish it, and so that is kind of like how I've been doing on that front. I'm really gonna try out the tracking because that seemed to help and encourage me, just because I had that like visual, and it's like, all right, just keep going. So I'm gonna try that out for the next week. I'm still gonna make my goal for next week to be 4 bottles. However, I'm just going to be mindful that that may or may not happen. I really need to work on my timing. And like I said, the rest of my 12-week year, I'm really going to focus on maintaining my good habits. So with the bathroom, I think concerning with the bathroom, I'm still having to use the bathroom a lot. I'm kind of more so expecting it now versus being surprised. So maybe every so often I'll just make my way to the bathroom, um, just so I'm not feeling like I'm rushing or um, like in an emergency state. So that's kind of been my goal, or like how I'm going to handle it so that I can be consistent. I am taking some time off from work next week, so I won't really have any like work is not really stressful, but I won't have anything like distracting me. So I'll really be able to focus on like my eating habits and my water intake. So this fourth week, I'll have like less stuff to worry about. So um, we'll see how that goes. And I met with the coach that I mentioned. I met with her yesterday, and it was really helpful because we really kind of like sat and pinpointed like my areas where I really struggle. And so I actually struggle when I'm outside the house. So when I'm inside my house, it's a very controlled environment. Like there's certain things that I don't bring into my house, so I'm not like tempted. So I more so struggle like when I'm at work, because I might have mentioned in the previous video that sometimes people will bring food into the office and it's like for everybody. And so like yesterday they brought bagels for Panera. So I did have a bagel. It was really good. And so um I think, like I said, it's more so, luckily I didn't bring as much food yesterday as I usually bring. So I think it kind of balanced it out, because usually I bring 3 small meals. Yesterday I only brought 2 small meals. So it's like I had basically those 2 small meals and a bagel. So that's what I ate yesterday. What else? Oh, well, I kind of led into like the vegetables. I'm still eating like all the vegetables. I struggled with that a little bit this week because we had a power outage for um, almost like the whole day on Sunday. And the time that because my stove is electric, and so because the power was out, I had just went to the store to buy like the food that I wanted to cook for the week. And so I still cooked it on Monday, but it just kind of like put my week in a challenging place, because um the time that I spent cooking on Monday was time that I would have spent doing other things. And so it made my start of my week feel like a little bit rushed. Um I still did eat the vegetables. I didn't have as much cooked. Another thing was that the squash that I usually buy was like all sold out. So I didn't like, I've been pretty consistently eating the same thing, just because I think sometimes what happens is that it's like if I don't have an idea of what to cook, then I just won't cook anything. So to get me in the habit of like eating the more vegetables, what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks is just eating the same thing. And so that was a challenge because first of all, the grocery store didn't have all the vegetables that I usually try to like mix together. And then what else? The power outage happened, and then on Monday, whatever. Um, Monday I cooked, but it was like right before I was about to go to work, and then that's why I felt like rushed. So usually if I am gonna cook, I like to do it in the morning, like right after I get back from the gym. So anyway, that's how my week went. I am gonna keep going and keep trying, and I'm hoping that since I'll be home next week, I'll be home, then I'll be in a more controlled environment, and I'll just be able to have like a better week. So that's kind of like where I am, and I'll be back next week with an update. Thank you.